Okay. What are you going to do?
I'm just going to talk to you.
Okay.
Bernice, hello and welcome.
Thank you. Are you going to switch it on first?
It's already on. I've been recording you for the last 5 minutes.
All right.
I know, brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, I love technology.
Yes, you're doing great.
Thank you.
So we're doing a Brendan Behan play called The Hostage, which is set in 1958, I think, in Dublin, in what I refer to as a den of iniquity. Or a knocking shop, as they call it.
I prefer to call it the House of Lost Souls.
House of Lost Souls. And
Except me.
Yes, well,
I've got it all sorted.
You're all together, but you seem to inhabit that House of Lost Souls in your character as Collette.
That's right. Lady of the Night.
And French too, right? Your character is French originally?
My mother was French.
Oh, but you...
So my mother kind of, brought that along.
I see.
She insisted on, bringing some of France with her, so...
Now, when we were talking about the characters originally, you had done so much research, and you told us a great story about where Collette came from, and we could picture her whole childhood, and she grew up, and where she came from, and how things worked out, how things didn't work out, and how she came to be in this place. And what do you think Collette gets by being there, besides a bit of a trade?
Oh, a bit of a trade, yes. Well, apart from that, I think she feels detached from most of the other people there because they all have very strong values and principles, and so in her way, she's thinking that she's kind of getting educated from listening to all of that, especially with Pat going on. So she gets some of it back that way, but I think she kind of secretly delights in this kind of come see, come saw attitude where it's nothing basically touches her. She goes through the motions, but she doesn't really see what all the fuss is about with all the IRA and the British Army and everything, because it doesn't really touch her, because she's in this kind of surreal world elsewhere.
On her back.
On her back.
There's some really great lines in your show.
I know. I mean, just one line is basically, but I know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be bring the show to a bit of a standstill. So it's the Peninsula Players, and we're presenting The Hostage. It starts the 6th of May, and we're playing it in 3 different locations. How long have you been with the Players now?
Oh, well, this is my 4th play, but
4th play.
So I think it's over like 4 years, I suppose. Yeah.
And how did you find the theatre group and get involved?
How did I find it? Do you know, it was just, I think, by reading about an article that they were auditioning for Pygmalion. That was my first one.
Oh, okay.
So that's when, and it was amazing because I wasn't really expecting. I thought I was going to be in the crowd because I hadn't had any previous experience since I was a child. So. And
you got thrust into a position where you're probably a little more out there than you expected.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Yeah.
And how do you like the spotlight? How do you like being out there?
I'm okay with the little parts, and that's the kind of how I like it. But I still prefer being behind the scenes to a certain extent. Like when I was a photographer, I love being behind the camera rather than in front of it. So, but with the players though, especially in this cast and like the ones in the Willows, it's been amazing, just fabulous.
A lot of fun. And Dick Mills, what a director.
Oh yeah. I think that's what. He just seems to be able to pick the right cast.
Exactly.
Because it's just so much fun. And this one, isn't it? I mean, it's just been... We always get such a kick out of each rehearsal. I just love it.
I think the rehearsals are probably going to be as much fun as the actual shows themselves.
I do.
Bernice, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on stage.
All right. My pleasure.